Hello everyone! Welcome back to Minecraft 1.18 Caves and Cliffs. In today's episode, I'm going to be wanting to take on another redstone challenge. I quite enjoy building redstone because it's a chance to sort of test my intelligence, I suppose. So I've done 2 episodes working on this little staircase here, and that is exactly what I'm going to be working on again today, because I don't like the fact that you can see this redstone here in the corner. So I have come up with an idea in my head of how this could possibly work, and in today's episode we're going to find out if it's possible or not to work in practice. Right, so I'm going to dig out the guts of this so we can visualize it, and I'll explain to you how I'm going to want to do this. Okay, so I've dug out and we're down to just the redstone pieces we need, so we can visualize how this works now. I broke something. God damn it. Hold on. I broke something. Ah, there's a block that's supposed to be. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I found I did that a few times, which was annoying. Anyway, right. So that's how it works. So we pull a block down, and then we have 2 pistons which swap the block, and then the block goes back up. That's how we've done this here, but that obviously leaves the gap right there, which is the problem. So my plan is, if we make this piston, instead of just going up and down, we have it do a single pulse push. It just goes up once and then retracts, leaving a space there. And then if we swap the blocks again, that'll put this block underneath there. And that is how I plan on doing this. So it's going to make it more complicated, because initially we're going to need to swap the blocks so it retracts that, and then we're going to need to pull it down, then we're going to need to swap the blocks again, then we need to push it up, then we're going to need to swap the blocks a 3rd time underneath. So it will get quite complicated, but I reckon it's something I can manage. So let's break these blocks, because they usually end up breaking things when something goes wrong. You have got a chest here for all this sort of stuff. Right, so the first thing we're going to need to do really is to figure out what... Right, so this is something we need to swap out. So this system I've got here will just turn this piston on or off. So we can't have that anymore. So we need to break this whole system down. So I just need observers which lead into that piston there. So whenever that gets triggered now, it will push a block up and retract, and then we'll do the opposite. So that's good. So that leaves us space to swap the blocks. So we need to get thinking. So when it's up, we're going to have this out. So we're going to first need to retract the piston, and we need to wait to figure out which piston needs retracting. Actually, we could just disable these redstone torches here. So I need to move this chest. So if we're going to put a repeater in the back there, we're going to need to drop this one down so that doesn't get powered. So if we put some repeaters in there, and then we power that. But this line is an off-on switch, and we want this only to temporarily switch off. So if we do an observer, not up, can we go across? Yeah, so we do an observer, that'll detect when either the line is turned off and on, and just briefly disable these pistons, which will retract them long enough to pull the block down, I think. So we retract them, and then we need to trigger this here. Now we need to trigger this twice. I've got to think about it. So if I get an observer going upwards and one from the side there, that's two ways I can get a signal in. All I need to do is put a redstone line here. So that should trigger that. Let's test it with a block. So changing this should get that up and down. Yeah. Yeah. And the same for this one. I assume it's going to be. Okay. So we're going to need it on a bit of a delay because we're going to need time to retract the piston. So we're going to need more repeaters than what I've got. Let's try it. So let's just do it on a long delay. I'll do the fine tuning later. I just want to make sure I can get the system to work. So that should retract the pistons and then it'll be able to pull down the block. Okay, and then I need to swap. So this is the first time we need to trigger a block swap. Okay, so let's cover this up so the lines don't connect. Right, I'm going to need more observers as well by the looks of it. If I can get that facing in the right direction, yes. Okay, so we'll need a delay on this line here. So we'll need to pull it out of that side and come around, or I could just do another repeater to mimic that. Right, I need some more repeaters. Right, I've got some more repeaters, so if I just do that, that'll mimic that. So it's basically signal coming out at the same time that will. And then we need a little delay after that. And that will then trigger the block swapper. So then after the blocks have then swapped, we need to push up. Or do we? Do we then need to... Right, so hold on. So we've retracted the one underneath. Then we've pulled the top one down. Then yes, we need to swap after that. So we've swapped. Yeah, that's what we did. And then we push up. So then we need our second line in here. Let's place... When I was mining this out, I kept breaking a lot of important redstone bits. Let's place all our important blocks that we can't break on top of that. Right, again, so we'll place another repeater to mimic this one. So after that's come out, this will go out, and then we'll put, after a little bit more of a delay, we'll push the block up, and then we just need to swap one more time to then get the block underneath and block off the gap that was bugging me. I really hope this will work. So we need to trigger this line again, but that's fully powered, so we're going to need to come in from the side here. I need another observer. How's that? Okay, that's good. Right, so that swaps that. So we just need to get a signal up there. Right, so we should be able to snake this one around, get a slab. So that'll stop those from connecting. That'll stop that from blocking that off. And then we just need to get our repeater in there. And then that should trigger the block swapper one last time. So let's do a test. So if I flick this lever, we should swap it so the cobblestone's on the bottom and the granite is on top. If I have done this properly. Right, I haven't. I've messed up somewhere. Okay. Let me think. Why is that on? This shouldn't be on. This is only supposed to trigger once. Why is... Oh, I see. This repeater's pushing power through both. So if I move the repeater back one, then that won't be powering that. Okay. Let's move this block back underneath. Test number 2. Not quite. So it's not retracting. Why isn't it retracting? Is the pulse I'm getting from here not strong enough? We need to do a test. Let's get a lever. Let's see. So, are we getting a pulse on these torches? We are not. Why is this observer not detecting a change? What's going on? Oh, no, that needs to be there. Oh god, I haven't bust the system, have I? Where even is the granite block? Did I break it? I must have. Okay, so this is the thing we need to figure out. We need to figure out why this observer's not pulsing. Because it should be detecting the change in this redstone wire. If I just try replacing it. Oh, that went a few times. Well, it's going back and forth there, so that's good. Right, why are you not doing anything? What, do I need to put a repeater in the back? Or maybe because I was sneaking as I placed it? What's going on? Oh, I did see a brief. Strange. Yeah, let's try putting a repeater in the back, see if that'll extend the pulse for a bit longer. No, why are these... What's going on here? I think... Did that do it for a second? Maybe these need to be longer. Oh, no, that's definitely doing something. Alright, so if I just stick these... Right, okay, that's better. So let's do a test now. Let's swap these blocks. Oh, that didn't get a chance to swap then, did it? What's the issue now? So it seems as if the second... No, the... Yeah, the second... Hold on, that's the wrong bit. So the second swap seems to be failing somewhere. So where's my switch? Where's my mechanism for the second swap? That's this one here, isn't it? Right, that's off to the corner. Are they connecting? Oh yeah, no, they do. Redstone does connect up like that. For some reason it goes up past that, but not down. I remember. So I should get the same effect with that. Or the right effect like that, because then it can't pass up to the side of a repeater. Right, give me some swapping action. Not quite. Okay. Didn't seem like... Let's have a look. What's going wrong here? Right, after flicking this lever back and forth several times, I'm pretty sure I'm only doing 2 swaps, and that's the problem. So swap, and then swap. And I need to do 3 swaps, I think, was what the issue was. So we need to add a third swap in somewhere. And I think we need to add it like really early on. So before this even hits here. Before it retracts even, I think. So if we swap it before it retracts, then that'll pull that back on the second hit there. So if I need to get from like this main line here, I need to get up, power it up there somehow. Need to get an observer underneath maybe, like snake it up there. Or, oh, I've got an idea. Just need 2 observers. There we go. See, that will temporarily, I'll take a signal from there, put it up to there, and send that across. But that's only a temporary part of this line here, so it'll be off again before it can come back around and change it. Right? Yes? Did I do that, or am I just being crazy? Oh, it did it! It swapped it! Oh, that's amazing. It's doing it. That's perfect. So now all I need to do is swap it out for the blocks. See, look, and then we do this, and we have a staircase with no visible redstone. Amazing. Right, I'm just going to do a quick bit of fine tuning on the repeaters and see how fast I can make this happen without it breaking. Okay, I have fine tuned the system, and that is as fast as I can manage to get the swap to go. It's not as bad. It's obviously nowhere near as fast as the actual main double piston extender I've got going there, but it seems fast enough. When I was looking over it, I realised I didn't even need this observer here dispowering those, because these 2 observers I put here basically did that job already. So this was a pointless system I had going over there, so I got rid of that. What I have noticed though is spamming it causes it to mess up like that. Actually, that's ended up okay. There have been a few times where I've been spamming it and it's not ended up okay. Like that time. I tried fixing it by putting this little, I don't know, repeatery thing here which will hold the signal for longer, but that didn't work. So I might just swap it out for a button. I'm going to do that. I don't need that. Break that down there. So all I need, oh, I'm breaking into the outside here. So it's really easy. All I need is a piston with a block and a repeater coming out the side. Oh no, not like that. And then a repeater coming out the side, which then goes into another piston, which then moves a block over a torch. That. So that should take a button press. Have I got any stone on me? So that will take a button press and turn it into an on or off signal. Like that, and that should prevent spamming. So the system should no longer break from spamming, Obviously it's still broken from when I just broke it a minute ago, but that could be fixed. Okay, and then I can also like fit some repeaters in here somewhere. If I wanted that to last a bit longer. So let's say I just stick a repeater there. That will also prevent spamming. I just need to connect it back up in here. And then we should be able to replace the switch with a button that does the exact same thing that it did before. And there's no amount of holding down right click, which in theory will stop it. Because if I demonstrate down here, if I just keep pressing it, that... I've just messed it up, haven't I? Alright, but that's what the repeater's for back there, to hold the signal for longer, which holds the piston up. Right, so I'm just going to go fill everything in and then we'll jump back. Right, so I've filled it all in, I've covered it all up. Let's do one final test to make sure I didn't fill in a block incorrectly somewhere. And it's done! This entire episode, which has run on slightly longer than usual, was all to fill up this little corner of a block here. But I think it is so worth it. We've still got a completely hidden staircase down to our chest room here. And now there is no visible redstone as well. So that's definitely the last redstone project on this staircase here, because it is now perfect. And that is also going to do it for this episode. Sorry it was a bit longer than usual. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.